Rachel Rivera. Today is July 20, 2024, Saturday. It's around 2 p.m. in the afternoon here in Manila, Philippines. Sobrang init kasi andito ako ngayon sa outdoors. So, here in the rooftop in my condominium. And today is the start of my work to create another painting. It will be exhibited in Paris, France soon. So watch out for that. As for the painting itself, we are tasked to make an artwork. It has a theme. All of us has one theme on which is about Filipiniana and fashion. And I was thinking of something that could relate every woman. In this place, I have already created a lot of artworks here. Kaya I really wanted to paint here because this is an outdoor. Sometimes it's kind of hard to make a painting because of the weather, because sometimes it's raining, but right now we have a nice weather today. So just to give you more view of my where I'm making the painting. Ang daming halaman, so very refreshing din sa akin tong lugar na to. I were to paint here than painting inside the house because the unit is kind of small. Usually for the oil, if you use oil, no, just a tip guys, if you're using oil, make sure you are in an outdoor area. Do not use oil paints if you are inside the unit or inside your house, because sometimes yung mga chemicals of the paints is very toxic. Alright? The good thing about this area is it has a sun and a fresh air. Sometimes it's really hard for me to continue on doing artwork because sometimes it's rainy. And of course, before making an artwork, I wanna show you my basic needs on painting. These are my materials. First is I got this wood easel. This wood easel, I think it's like 1.5 meters tall. And as you can see, I have this tape in the middle because when checking my delivery, it lacks of accessories. I just have to put the tape first. Next is here I have my stretch canvas. Stretch canvas, it has frames which is wood. It doesn't have no backing. As per guidelines, we need to use 50 by 70 centimeter size of the canvas, 50 on top and 70 vertical. I no longer have time to wait for my supplier to custom me a canvas, so I decided to buy much nearer or size which is like this one is about with an excess of like 1 to 1.5 inches. That will be okay guys because I can still cut it and then I can still fold it at the back, so that's fine. And I need to decide if I will just check in this canvas, so I will just roll it and then carry it on once we go on a flight. I have here my brushes. These brushes, I bought this in America, in New York at Blick Art Materials. Yes, this one is costly because this is Winsor and Newton. The good thing kasi about this brush, it's very not fine, but when you use it, you know, you are, this is I feel relaxed, so I feel like I achieve the strokes that I need for a certain painting. So that's as I compare it with the other brushes. Next, I have here my my oil paints. Actually, this is incomplete. I need to buy more, which is some other primary colors. Guys, I don't use paints like secondary or tertiary colors. I always use primary colors mostly because I wanted to create or mix my own color using a palette. I want to create my own palette or my own color scheme. I have here my used palette. This is rectangular plastic palette, and usually it has brown palette, but this one I would prefer to use it. I also have like acrylic palette and the wood palette, but this one I need it because it has small size of squared hole that you can put your mixed colors, like yung mga neutral colors and so on. So it will be easy for me to mix here than on a flat wood panel. But it depends on you guys, if what you are comfortable with using the wood or the circular palette. Next, I have here my black apron. I also have brown. And this one is, art is messy. But sometimes, of course, if you don't like things to touch your shirt or pants and shorts so on, you can just use it for protection na lang din sa mga paints. Kasi, guys, a lot of my clothes already has paint. So, I get used to it naman. Of course, the important material that I need is the cell phone and the tripod. Cell phone, why? Because we are asked also to make a video of our work in progress, also see our progress or how we did that artwork. Kasi for you also, of course, to be inspired of, and I don't, as you can see guys, I don't have a very fancy studio like others because I don't have my own room yet. I shared room with my sister, and our unit is kinda small because here in my is really costly to rent. And good thing is I am blessed to have this apartment because it has rooftop. And aside from getting like this, I have this fresh air, and so that I can also vlog. See, I have fresh air, so it's really sunny, but at the same time it's windy, so okay lang. And lastly, as for the theme, all about passion, all about yourself, and all about art. So it's actually a collaboration of those 2 or 3 words. When I heard about the theme, I already had something in mind on what all about, like womanhood. So I have this like certain object that I wanna put in my artwork, put capture the audience, not only the place but also something that we could still preserve what we have. So I'm very excited to do this. Actually, I already started the sketch. This is my sketch. This is obviously Mona Lisa, but she is not only Mona Lisa, she is for me Mona Lisa in a Filipiniana dress. Soon I'm gonna explain how I come up with this idea so that you would understand and be inspired.